Throughout this entire pandemic, we've heard stories and seen the images of long lines at food banks. A government study showed the number of people reporting sometimes not having enough to eat increased by 31%. You researched the long-term trends and recent changes in food security in the United States. And I'd like to talk to you about your research as you came to some counterintuitive conclusions throughout your work. I think it would help if we started by defining the problem. What is food insecurity, and how is it different from food insufficiency?
Yeah, that's a great question and obviously a great place to start. So, food insecurity really is a much broader measure than whether you just have enough to eat or not. It is, of course, that's part of it, but it is also measuring the quality, variety, and desirability of the food that you have access to and that you're able to eat. Food insufficiency is a much more narrow measure of, like I said, do you have enough to eat or not? Are you going hungry? And this often overlaps with the population that is defined as having very low food security. So when we talk about food insecurity, there's kind of two different levels. You can be food insecure, but not have very low food insecurity, which is then means you're more having trouble with getting that variety, a good quality diet, etc. But you have enough to eat. Whereas very low food security means you probably don't have good quality and variety, and you probably are often going hungry. And that's where you see the overlap between food insecurity and insufficiency. It's those people who have very low food security that are most likely to be food insufficient.